Okay, this is the Boreal Laser Prepare the Report tutorial. Boreal Laser is a extension, a paid-for extension for MapBuddy, which is a free download from skybase.ca. Now, the previous video we showed you how to import the data set right from the Boreal Laser log file. That shows now the direction and the flight path, and as well any of the hotspots at the concentration level that were decided on in this particular case. Now, what we need to do is we need to lock these values into this particular project. So we're going to save the project right out of the gate, and we're going to call it Fort St. John sample flight. And when we save that, it's going to then allow us to actually go away to print the map. But we're going to call it something that's going to be a test flight. And that was in 2013 that was flown in. And the project description might be, in this case here, might be just the southeast corner hotspots. And what we can do here when I say print the map, it's going to essentially resurrect the same data set in its entirety and bring it all in. I'll zoom into the area that I'm interested in documenting, and you can envision how this next process you'll just do over and over again. And realistically, there might be 2 or 3 hotspots on a flight, if there's any at all. So this is already a little bit overkill. But to this is what's going to print. Now, this is the information that's going to actually print, and I'm going to say the wind speeds are maybe 12 kilometers an hour. And the direction might be 165 degrees. And that is true. And I want the coordinate format for each of these points to come out in UTM. So now I can draw in a direction, 165 degrees, just by clicking twice on the screen. Not quite right. So I can right click and edit it and get the direction pretty close, something like that. I should be able to add a note to the screen just by clicking anywhere on the screen and adding some information, maybe edge of field. Of course, the edge of field doesn't really mean anything. It's just to show to demonstrate here. Or maybe it's a piece of water, so I can actually just keep adding notes wherever I want. Water source. Not sure what I need that for, but I can actually add that in there and show where it is. I can zoom in to make it a little cleaner. Something like that, as an example. Now, whatever numbers that have automatically generated here are actually going to be what's going to be in the report. If I wanted to have this waypoint that I had up at the end of this road show up, I can click on there and include the waypoints, and it will actually show that waypoint up as well. So let's just do that. So now I should have like 5 or 6 points on there, and when I say save the PDF, what it actually does is I'm going to go southeast corner, and or I just might say page 1. Looks like I got a page 1, so I better make it a page 1A. So now it's going to make a terrible noise, and it says, would you like to open the document? And I'm going to say yes. so that we can actually see what we've printed off. What will happen is over and over again, you can, for all of those particular hotspots, you should be able to just maneuver it until you can, you've documented everything. Well, you notice here we have the test flight number. We have that southeast corner hotspots is what I called it. I could have renamed it in there. The flight length, which is not adjustable in that main data set, backs up as a secondary verification of this particular job, because at 3 decimal places, no flight will ever be the same length. Wind speed, you can see it's been replicated here, as well as the direction that it's in. At the bottom, you'll notice that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're by that name as well, the concentration and the UTM coordinates, the speed that we're flying at that moment in time. And if I go down to the bottom here, you'll see that it actually tells me that it's in UTM zone 10. So all of the pertinent information to be able to go back to the field and get a closer fix on where this leak happens to be is all built into this reporting tool. Now I would just do that over and over again, page 1, page 2, page 3, until I was done or happy with the end results. And that is pretty much exactly how you would do that. By the way, you notice this is, if I was to right-click here, those little adjustable buttons go away. I forgot to mention it. So I would go down the line to the next one and do the same sort of thing there, call it page 2. You get the idea. There's how you make the report, guys.